Okay.
Hi, Paul Sakis. Pause the World for Peace here and Good News Planet. And we're talking to Martin Bonadeo. Is that right? Martin, how you
Yeah,
doing?
that's right. Thank you. Fine. I'm here in Barcelona, doing great.
There
What
you
about you?
go, Barcelona. Uh, I always was taught I should be saying it more properly. I don't know if that's so. How do you say Barcelona? See, some people say Barcelona, and I was told the Bar.
Barcelona, it's okay. It's Barcelona. That's in Spanish.
That's in Spanish. All right. I knew it was good. So are you Spanish? What's your ancestry?
I'm Argentinian.
Argentine, I guess. Is
Yeah,
that considered Hispanic Latino culture?
yeah. I have a mixture of cultures in my running in my veins. Italians, Belgians, Germans, Spanish,
You got the whole
Catalan.
world in your hands.
Yeah. Probably Europe, whole Europe.
All right. Well, so you could, if you have world peace with yourself, then we have world peace with the entire world, maybe.
Yeah, well, that's the idea.
You're an artist and a man who cares about peace, and for many years I know this, and we're very interested to learn more about what you're doing today. What's going on with you?
Okay, around 20 years ago, I've got a grant to go to LA for a year. And when I was there, I went to Vegas. And it wasn't a peaceful city at all. And all that screens were like shining like daylight. And I thought there it would be marvelous if you changed that advertising to something pure. And my idea then was to set a candle in those screens. That year, they invite me to a place in San Francisco called Yerba Buena Center for the Arts. That is a cultural center in front of SF MoMA. And I set a candle there for 30 days, that it was burning each day. And on December 31st, Han came in and set another candle there. But my idea of changing all the screens was there. And my background is in advertising, and I started talking with people from the ad world if they can give me their screens for a while. And the answer was always no, because this is too expensive and this is too much and whatever. There's a huge screen in Buenos Aires that is near all the screens. We have like Times Square there, a place around the Obelisco that is, there are 17 large-scale LED screens. And one of those screens is from a theater, and it's from the city. And they gave me that in 2013. So I set a candle there for all December. And when we were in pandemics, I said, this is the time. And we made a huge project called Essays to Live in Peace. Is it possible for me to share screen?
Oh, I would love if you do that. I'm thinking about how I can make that happen, but if you have it, it's better.
Yes.
We're
I have
video people. We're seeing is believing. Yes,
So
that's much better. I was figuring out right now how I can go about that. Yay.
this was June the 20th, 2021. So the street was empty because we were in lockdown. And all the screens started with this. Oh, uh, so I'm going to shut down the volume, and all the screens together showing the same. This was an arrangement from 17 different companies. the government of the city that was one political party, and the National Museum of Fine Arts that was another party. So everyone together with candles asking for peace. One of my assistants there, that's called Martina Diguero, she told me, would it be great if all the screens all around the world can do this? I said, you are absolutely crazy. That's impossible. And then I started thinking that's not a bad idea. So I've been teaching advertising for more than 20 years, and I have contacts in companies all around the world. And now I'm trying to get all the screens of the world to be set on a candle on September the 21st. And while I was doing my research, your name came there because you have a big show there running on that date. And the idea is to make this happen in all the cities around the world. And I'm talking with people from Disney Plus, for example, and from Netflix. And I asked them if they want to change all their catalog for a candle. So that day at midnight, you can only see a candle in your screen. That's the idea. We have 8 months from now. Yesterday I was recording some videos I have to make a network from at least 500 persons in different cities to help me with this. But I have many NGOs from the peace sector that like this project, and they are willing to help me. Well, I'm now here asking you for the same, if you want to be part of it.
Gotcha. I love it. You know, our focus as the United Nations focus is at 12 noon. Is when we ask, we have a video from Ringo Starr where he asked for a moment of silence for peace. And at that moment is an ideal time also for the candles. Now, I know this is can be seen as a production guy myself for 50 years. You know, it's seen better, no doubt, at midnight. But I think 12 noon and midnight makes sense too. So why should we be cheap with the situation? Peace is a serious thing. Then it's 12 to 12. It's 12 hours or 24 hours. Depends how you look at it all. So I'm definitely interested in bringing it into our Times Square. If I'm able to get Times Square, I have Times Square. If I can get the funding to make Times Square happen.
Well, in Times Square, they have a program called Midnight Moment that they are using all the screens together for our projects. So if we find the right guy, the program is already there, waiting for this kind of things to happen.
Midnight Moment, you're saying on September 21st, there's a program that you know of?
No, the program is running all the year. And it's called Midnight Moment Times Square. And different artists from the different places are taking all the screens together to show something.
Is that so? I'll find out who's running that today. I'll look into it.
So this is one thing.
It's a good thing.
I mean, so here
if you want, I'll find out. I'll find out. That's
yeah, if you can, it would be great for me. And then I'm trying to get in contact with partners from peace NGOs, city governments, and people from Buenos Aires city government helped me a lot. And Enrique Abogadro, who was the culture minister from the city when I made this project, was one of my students in my classes some years ago. We have a relationship, and now he's done with his work there. Yesterday he told me he's going to help me contacting people from other cities. Then I'm contacting people from like media owners and global ad agencies. 2 days ago, I was talking with people from Vegas to have this place called the Sphere. And my idea is to set 10,000 people meditating inside that sphere. This is Times Square, Madrid, and everywhere. But the idea is to get all this stage meditating for peace that day.
Do you have a PowerPoint for this? Is this a PowerPoint or?
Yes, this is a PowerPoint.
So you send me the PowerPoint if you can, if you
Yes,
will.
yes, of course.
Where is this stadium? Where's this place? Or is this the concept?
This is in Vegas.
The Sphere. Okay, I know.
And the owner of this place is a guy called James Dolan, that is also the owner of Madison Square Garden.
I know.
And I'm looking for that guy because they told me he is the one who may take this decision.
Yeah, but we have to get him. Let him play some music, rock and roll. He's been opening up for was it Bono for years. I know his. I never met him. I interviewed with his dad. I know about the Dolans very, very much so, actually. So yeah, no, he would be great to get involved with. He's a rock and roller, so it'd be good to let him play some music too. It'll make him happy. So
maybe. So I'm thinking that I know that you are a key piece on this to happen.
No, this is all good stuff. I just came back from Vegas last week on Friday. So well, 2 weeks ago they had the big Consumer Electronics Show in Vegas. CES they call it.
Yeah.
One of the biggest shows in the world, 130,000 people. And so I see Vegas as you were speaking. I agree with you. It's a weird place, with all those tall buildings and all those lights. And you know what it's good for? It's good for the Martians, because when the Martians when they look down and into the desert, into the Mojave Desert, they look and they see something going on. And I think what's going to happen, because they talk a lot about UFOs out there, I think that's where they're not going to, well, it might come to Manhattan, but we don't have those big tall buildings with so many lights and things. Plus you can get some good all you can eat barbecues and buffets. And Martians seem to like that. I've had some discussions with some of the Martians. And I actually have a Hug a Planet of Mars. There's water on Mars. Water is a big subject for us as well. Martin, you and I are symbiotic is better. Symbolically symbiotic. We're on the same page. I understand a candle's a great item. We also have a peace pole. I don't know if you know that. May peace prevail on earth. There's about 250,000 of them out there in the world. I send you something on that. Look for May Peace Prevail on Earth. That's an organization been around for 20 plus years. We like to create a human peace sign. We did that in Times Square, made the largest one so far there. And I'm meeting actually with the president of the borough today, his people, to discuss doing that again. I think so. What's happened here in New York is that the location of where I've been doing my show in Times Square is a city park. Originally, if this is, I don't think it is, I don't know, 2022. Is that supposed to be Central Park on 2022?
Oh, Central Park, wow.
Is that Central Park? No.
No. This is Vegas in 1950. That was a desert. And my idea is to take people to meditate in the desert. That's the best place to think in peace and to transform the world, because that place is not peaceful
Well,
at all.
it's peaceful for those people that are gambling and are playing poker. So for them, it's a lifestyle. Peace is everywhere, and can be everywhere, and should be everywhere. And peace, as I've interviewed thousands of people and asked them what does peace mean to them, and I tell you, and 1,000 people I've heard 1,000 different stories of what peace means to each and everybody. So it's a good thing. I like what you're doing. Why are you doing what you're doing?
Why? I believe that I'm searching for peace since I was born. And I'm working a lot inside. And I believe that if we get a message of inner peace and we vibrate it, it may be a good wave for others to get there. For me, it's impossible to understand a war. It's impossible to understand what I've been, for example, in Croatia, where the war between Serbians and Croatians started. And it was very sad, very sad. And I believe they are touching parts of our DNA, part of our memories. They touch where it hurts and people react. And we need to work all together healing the past. And if you are hurting again, you are not healing. You are again working in that injury.
It's negativity. We want positivity. I'm with 100%. I love what you're saying. Where can people find more information about you and your project and our project? So collaboratively. So what's your website, my friend?
My website is Martin Bonadeo, as it sounds, Martin BONADEO .art. And there are many projects there. And in Instagram and social networks, I'm also martinbonadeo.art. So you can find me there, and I need to make a huge network for this project because it's impossible to do it alone. And I need more dreamers and more people who can think. All the projects in Buenos Aires cost $0. The only people who get money for that were the people recording with the drone and 2 assistants that were with cameras in the street. Everybody donate their spaces and their time for this project. And also, my place was also free. I didn't charge the city or the museum or nobody for my work. And I believe that that is one basic point for peace.
We're on the same page, and we're in the same lifestyle. And with the same kinds of friends. Okay, we need the many people, and we need people that implement action, that make things happen. In addition to us dreamers, as John Lennon would say, there's millions of us imagining a beautiful world. We need to continue to make the world a beautiful place, which it is, and most of the world lives in peace. And we need to emphasize the positive, minimize the negative, hug the negative, try to help anybody who's obviously mentally ill that will hurt you or do something unpeaceful, and move it all along. Martin, you're a great man. Congratulations to you. Thank you very much.